What time is it?
Ask
Your
your
aunties.
aunties. Ow, yes.
Okay, let's see. And this one came in hot off the presses, so we moved this up in the queue because it's right, like it's going on right now. So it says, "Hey, aunties, are Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle doing too much? We know that the slap was wrong, but this post-slap tour tearing down another black man seems bitter. In particular, I think what Dave Chappelle said in the article, and he sent us an article from CNN.com. It says, said in the article, which to me reads as, you ain't nothing but a black guy from West Philly, is reductive and dismissive. We protect each other, especially the ones that made it out. So why are they trying to take that man back to that?"
It's just niggas trying to stay relevant. Honestly, like why they pressed at this point? Like, and I don't even know why. And I don't even know why Dave Chappelle got Will Smith name in his own
mouth.
damn mouth, because he wasn't even there.
Well, I think because Dave Chappelle got attacked right after that, so I think he feels a way.
But they ain't got nothing to do with
whatever.
I think that's what like some of the jokes were saying too. So,
but the point being that he's talking about someone else and their situation ain't got shit to do with him is some punk ass shit to me. Like that's like I don't even feel like Dave Chappelle.
Like, in question to that part of it, do you feel like, so say something happened to you? Would you expect Landon to be like, okay, I got a public forum too, I'm gonna say something for my friend, or no?
But he's not saying something for his friend. He's talking shit about another person. That's not even the same thing. I would be okay if my friends are speaking up for me.
Yeah.
But to talk down or to tear somebody else down that ain't got shit to do with you is a completely different story. And that is what Dave Chappelle's doing. He's making his situation and trying to attach it to something that has nothing to do with him. And I'm not arguing with that. Chris Rock, on the other hand, he can talk his shit because he was a part of the situation. So he has every right to feel however the fuck he wants to and say whatever the fuck he wants to, because that is what he felt on that side. That's the other side of the coin for him in that situation. But Dave Chappelle ain't got nothing in the game. He ain't got no skin in the game to be talking about Will Smith at all.
Listen. I don't like Jarrell at all. But at the end of the day, if something happens to him, I'm not going to make it about me, because that's my friend. And I want to show up the way that I need to show up for my friend. I'm not going to make it about me while I'm on a tour, while I'm on a podcast, while I'm on something, and make it about me and try to relate it to Jarrell. I'm not going to do that, because a real friend, you're going to back up. And sometimes that's necessary. Listen. I got bail money saved up for a reason. Okay? But at the end of the day, I'm going to back up my friend and make it about them. That's what's wrong. That's kind of what's wrong with our society. We're ready to talk about how it affects us. And within the Black community, when we could be backing each other up and supporting each other, Dave Chappelle decided to make it about him. And like Jarrell said, you weren't even there. Your bitch ass wasn't even there, and you have shit to talk. It's kind of like going to a schoolyard fight and talking shit about the person who got their ass beat, and you weren't even there. Like, you weren't even there. Like, you may have seen it on TV, and that's one thing, but how does this really affect you? How does this really affect you?
Yeah, like, I mean, I think you guys pretty much nailed it. Like, and I know, like, from Dave Chappelle's point of view, his is like, okay, I wouldn't have attempted to get jumped if Will Smith didn't run up a stage. So I think that's where his thought process is. Is it right? No. But am I surprised? No, because we've seen it not even just like from celebrities and stuff. We've seen it in our day-to-day life where, like, we've seen it in high school, we've seen it in schools where, like you said, folk that ain't got shit to do with it still talking. And so, like, that part of it, I'm not surprised. I think if anyone, like Jarrell said, has anything to say, it's got to be Chris Rock. Yes, it sucks to see two black men. I mean, Will Smith put everybody in that position, though. He's the one that slapped him on the Oscars, like one of the biggest nights on TV.
Why are we still talking about it?
But I mean, for Chris Rock, I can't dictate how he's grieving, how he wants to handle it. If that's how he feel like he's handling it, that's on him. Is it the right way? Maybe not. But
What's
clearly
the
he's still,
right way for him, though? What's
exactly.
the right way
It's
for
his
him?
way.
I don't know
Whatever
what the
his
right way.
Whatever is best for him.
So it might be taken.
Exactly.
It might. And here's the thing: both Chris and Will are from the hood, and this is what they learned. So they're literally going back to that kid. We always talk about that childhood trauma and what you learn. Even as much therapy and stuff you try to get away, every once in a while something triggers you and goes back to that reaction that you probably would have had as a kid. So they're both reacting in a way that they probably learned and saw growing up right now. So Chris makes his career from making jokes and making situations. So of course he's going to talk about it, especially because it happened to him. Yes, it might take Will back to West Philly. He might still feel a way now that he's still talking shit again, because that's why Will slapped him in the first place. He was talking shit, and now he's still talking shit. So it might re-escalate things again, which is not cool, which is not what we want. And yes, maybe Dave Chappelle sounding bitter. Chris might be sounding bitter. They all sounding bitter. But it sucks that they're in a public space and they're just trying to manage it the best way they know how. And unfortunately, they're well-known people, and we're paying attention.
Yeah. You know, it's easy to talk shit versus do shit, right? So
Yeah,
like when it comes down to Chris Rock and Will Smith, that's really, yeah, it happened in a public setting on TV live, but at the end of the day, when you get down to the humanity of it, they are going to have to figure that out. Dave Chappelle kind of coming into it is almost a little Karenish to me. Like, it just like inserting yourself into a situation that really didn't have anything to do with you. Now, if he feels a certain way about, yeah, I would have caught more flack, or I would not have been given so much grace. You know what? Not everything's about you, dude. Not everything is about you.
And I wonder if David just feels like this is the only way he knows how to stick up for his friend is, I'm gonna use my arsenal. Like, I might not be able to throw hands, I might not be able to do this, but I know how to tell some jokes. I know how to be a comedian and do this. That's my lane. Which, in part of my brain kind of understands, because like, I'm not a fighter. I ain't gonna, like, I'm like the one, I'm gonna fight dirty. I'm what he said, I'm gonna pull balls and clitorises. So
I'll do that, like, and knock you out.
Right, you know? And I'll probably use my words, and I'll find a way that I'll smart you and get your ass back. So maybe this is just Dave Chappelle's way of sticking up for his friend. Right, wrong, and indifferent friend. I don't know. Is it right? I'd probably not. Does it make him sound bitter? Yes, because it wasn't your fight to be in. But maybe that's what Chris is like. Hey, you my homeboy. Why aren't you saying shit? You know, so I don't know. But yes, it sucks to see black men in a public space like this, because America's already trying to tear us down. So they're just probably pointing to them and saying, look, it's just these black men, I told you they ain't no good and stuff. And that's the part that sucks, because you just know the narrative that's going to come from it, from this one incident of your humanity. It was a bad moment in time. We all have bad moments in time. Luckily for us, we ain't did it on Oscar night, you know, so.
But Jarrell, you looked like you was gonna say something earlier, and I just spit it out, sis.
I don't got nothing to say. I just don't fucking like Dave Chappelle. So
he never really liked it.
I just give two shits about his.
How are we friends? We fight so much, and yet here we are. I'm not a Dave Chappelle fan either.
That's because you start shit. I just be sitting there minding my business.
No, bitch, you start shit. I got witnesses. Let me go back to this other podcast where we talked about Palm Springs.
Oh, you right.
Go on.
You know, Glenn will be like, in episode 79 at minute 32 and a half, you said.
So you want to explain to the community why I post what I posted today? Because your ass was talking shit, tagging me and shit. And I'm just on vacation.
What did I tag you in, though? What did I tag you in, though?
Send your ask your aunties to aya@minoritetyreport.com. That's what you tagged them in and said, DM
exactly.
us. That's what you said. You said subscribe. You said follow us on YouTube.
I said hit that like button, bitch.
I know that's right. Double tap, ho.
Look, double tap.
Okay, share a bitch. Okay, share.
Absolutely. If you like us, share us on your stories. You don't got to keep us a secret. Like, you be sharing everybody else's stuff but ours.
And y'all be spilling all sorts of tea. Y'all can spill
Honey?
this tea right here.
Honey, come on. We funny. We just as funny as that shit you be posting on your story. So go ahead and feel free to post your aunties. Thank you, boo. I love you.